Oh, Dixon, your life. I know I haven't done one of these little ranty poos in a while. I'm sure most of you are probably happy, especially my family. But well, we're back because well, we didn't really want to listen to Joe have an aneurysm anymore about his love for Disney Plus and the Star Wars and Marvel shows that he knows but doesn't know. So realistically, I guess as Peter Griffin would say, what grinds my gears, Seth MacFarlane, I feel like you have a good soul. Don't like try to sue me. I don't really have anything. Like the best thing you could take is like Alex and my baby. So just don't do that. But what I want to talk about is I don't know. I guess it's kind of more real life, and don't get all like don't get all opinionated and think that I'm picking sides. But if you're a human, like you should probably hate Rudy Giuliani. It's just kind of a fact. Like I feel like we all got like tricked into liking him because he happened to be like the mayor or like governor or whatever the fuck he was of like New York, like during 9/11. But like the guy's like kind of a complete little scumbag. I mean, we don't even have to really talk about the fact that like he got caught like trying to do a little diddle business on Borat, like, and then tried to oh no, that's how you like that's how you zip up. You're like in a hotel room with an underage. I'm just trying to live my life. So other than that, like being a total creep and like getting caught trying to like diddle a kid who he knew and thought was like a child, like if you didn't see, there's a quick video like when he was, I can't remember what kind of meeting it was, but it was some like thing of Congress. He was in an official building, and some woman was like wearing a mask, and he tried to have the balls to like look over and interrupt her and be like, "Hey, miss, I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but if you could, like, take off your mask so everybody could hear you." And this lady's a stud. She immediately turns, like, to, like, the Speaker of the House or the head guy and was like, "Can you not hear me?" And the guy was like, "No, we can hear you great. We can hear you fine." And Rudy Giuliani, oh yeah, no, it's fine. Mind you, this guy got COVID. And realistically, I don't want to root for anybody to die, but, like, he even brought up that he had, like, cancer. And he's like, "I'm not changing any of my opinions." Good. That I just hope it like eats away at him because like I'm good. He's just nobody should sweat that much if they're like an innocent person during like a screening or a talk with like official government people. Like when they're asking you questions and you're like a real life lawyer. When you start sweating that much, first of all, you should know you're going to jail. Anybody that's ever had to do anything in a courtroom, and you're like the person that's speaking for you, that's gonna like keep you in or out of trouble, and they're sweating that profusely. I mean, like Patrick Ewing in the fourth quarter of a New York Knicks basketball game. You know that you are going to do time. He shouldn't be like allowed to like talk or give his opinion on anything anymore. Like in the no mask thing, just shut up. Like I with everybody. Like I'm not. If we just wear, it's not. If you don't believe it or you do believe it, I don't even care about any of that. Like in China, dude, my mom lives in China. They locked down like super hardcore for like 3 months. You know what they're doing right now? Whatever the fuck they want. They're running around doing everything. Even if it's not real or if it is real or whatever you want to say. They did it, and now the government's like, no, we did it like so good that we can just go back to doing what we're doing, even if it's fake. They're just going back, and now they're living their lives again. But in this country, everybody's like, well, my rights, and like I need to be able to go out and do whatever I want and party, and just shut up. Like most of the times, like the things they were asking you to do was stay at home and watch Netflix. That's what you were doing anyway. You don't have that many friends. You weren't actually going out and doing all these crazy fun things all the time. And if you were, fuck you anyway, because you obviously are some like person that has, I don't know, Instagram fame, like those like sway house guys that like take off their shirts and do dances in front of phones, and like they don't know who Bono is. And fuck those kids, because like that shit's ridiculous. Like you don't have to be like old or young to not, dude. It's Bono. Like you watched Entourage. I don't care if you're not even that old. Somebody told you you gotta watch Entourage. You did, and you were like, "Oh, I want that to be my life. I want to have sex with movie stars and like fucking like smoke weed with like cool people and like." You know who Bono is. And if you don't, nobody should be giving you millions of dollars for dancing like in front of you, like your camera at home. Stop doing push-ups. Like nobody cares. Like I don't care about your washboard abs. Ron Jeremy's the most hideous person in the history of the world, and like he fucked so many people. Yeah, he's a scumbag that did terrible things, but like that's my point. Like you don't need washboard abs to like get trim. I know you don't know what that is, kids, because you're kids. So that's why I said it. Continue to enjoy like your dances in front of phones to like songs by prepubescent teens or whatever it is that you do. But again, Republican or Democrat, people like Rudy Giuliani and any of those people on the news that are like just trying to shame or scare people into doing what they want to do. They're not doing that for your betterment. They're doing that because they want more money for the next job that they're probably going to accrue before they don't die, because the government is going to make sure they continue to live on regardless. I love Magic Johnson. I'm not trying to poop on him, but if you're supposed to die from AIDS, Magic Johnson should have been dead like 30 million years ago, okay? It's about money. It's not that people don't have the cure for anything and everything. It's that you don't have the loot or know the right people to get the cure for that thing. So that's just it. Like, I mean, come on. Like, Donald Trump was friends with, like, Jeffrey Epstein. You watch Netflix. Like, you know what he was doing. Like, don't lie. Like, you can be a Trump supporter, but, like, dude, he was, like, diddling children. Like, that's just what it is. Like, am I going to get shot? No, I'm not important enough. That's why I'm not going to get, like, nobody's going to bother me. Like, oh, yeah, we're going to shut you off of Instagram. No, because I don't have enough people listening to me yet. As soon as I do, they're going to be like, oh, no, that kid can't be saying that. I mean, we know Donald Trump diddled kids, but, like, you can't be telling people about it. And Rudy Giuliani, like, for the people that genuinely married him, like, why? You know, sex couldn't have been good. It's just really sad and, like, scary. And, like, just wear a mask. Don't come into, like, places like where I work and, like, walk around, like, with your little, like, card that says I have a respiratory problem and I have asthma, so I don't need to wear a mask. If you have asthma and this is a respiratory disease, you should wear a mask more than anyone else. Or just don't go outside. Have somebody in your family go get your, like, $30 million groceries at this way too expensive grocery store. I have asthma and this disease is supposed to be respiratory, like, related. So I'm going to run around and tell people that I don't need to wear a mask because you can't breathe. Dude, just watch Bill Nye, okay? Why is Bill Nye not the president already? This guy continues to make YouTube videos to prove the most amazing, realistic, common sense points. And everybody's just like, nah, let's throw on Fox and watch people yell at each other about the fact that we know that you don't like people that are tan. Or vice versa on, like, NBC, where they're like, we don't like people that may live in Texas. Sorry, but, like, you guys are just as bad. Like, go on NBC. It's the same thing. Like, they're just like, nah, I don't like that person because, well, because they're not, like, here with my friends. Like, like, and you know what? Cara Dune on The Mandalorian, this is the last little bit because I just gotta, like, point this out. I'm not trying to get you canceled because I love you in this program and I think you actually are a good actress. But just don't say so much stupid shit anymore on your Instagram. Just, like, tone it down. Just a little less stupid shit. Just be like, oh, man, I'm doing super well. I'm not going to start talking about how I think that trans people aren't, like, people. Don't say that anymore, because they are. And they're definitely probably better than you. You just lucked out that you came into fame at a time where people were like, oh, man, she does MMA and she's a woman. Oh, yeah. Stupid people think that that's fucking cool. I don't know why. They're dumb, and you got a job acting because of that, and now you're in a role that's perfect for you. But trans people are people, and they're pretty cool people. I don't know. So just shut up, because I like the show, and I don't want them to recast you, but I also don't want you to keep talking, because when you talk, I don't want you to be on the show, which is sad, because I like the show a lot, but just shut the fuck up. Like, people think that you're trans, okay? Look at those like, the traps. Like, people don't think that you were a woman the whole time, but they don't, like, say it out loud because they love Star Wars. Is that too much? Again, not enough people watch this to get mad at me about it, but, like, you're really good at being a buff lady. It's not an insult. If I wasn't totally in love, I wouldn't, because you'd pick me up and throw me against the wall, but you're good. I know. There's like a humming going on, and it's not me in my head. It's somebody outside from Star Wars universe is like, hey, Cara Dune is pretty cool. Don't do that. We're going to shock you. But yeah, fuck that. Just shut the fuck up, okay? Because you were talking all this trash about how you love Bill Burr. Bill Burr does not like the stuff that you're saying about people that aren't regular, like, folk, okay? Okay, don't pull that Christianity card, okay? I'm from Boston. You know how many people that were great in Christianity that were like diddling little boys? All of them. So just chill with that card. Christianity's great. Talk to burning bushes. Watch Lord of the Rings. Tell me that's not just as believable as the Bible. It's a good book. It's a super good book. But it's a book. And Lord of the Rings, again, like I don't know. Just as believable as anything that the Bible kind of like put out. It's like super great. I have just as much a reason in my head to think that Frodo and Middle Earth were as realistic as some like crazy dude that was like part of like the Egyptian like empire, but then like disbanded from it and then brought a bunch of Jews and then like separated the sea to get them to safety. Like that's as realistic as Gandalf the Grey making sure the Balrog didn't like ruin the time of the Fellowship. Realistically, I think that Gandalf is probably more realistic. He could probably definitely help me out way more than like Moses. I mean, he didn't separate a whole sea. He was talking to a fucking bush. He was super high. Yeah, the burning bush was on fire. God was talking to me. Dude, fuck you. If anybody did that to you right now, they'd be like, oh, stop doing PCP. Nobody would give him any kind of account. They wouldn't be like, yeah, no, I want to listen to you more. They'd be like, no, you're from Chatsworth, and I don't appreciate your opinion. I miss everybody. I'm glad I did this. I'm sure so many people from my family are like, oh, man, we're definitely not inviting him to the next Thanksgiving. So maybe, hopefully I'll lie and say I can't travel because I have COVID, because like if it's still here next year, because they don't want me there anyway. But it's good to see everybody. Honey, I hope this shirt was good enough. Probably wasn't, but Joe's the best. Obviously, you guys like him more. Maybe he should do this next week, or maybe you shouldn't, because then you'll lose some brain cells. But again, love you, Joe. Sorry about that. Have a good night. Dicks in your life. Instagram, YouTube, the same shit. Nothing's changed. Like Spotify's hard because you got to type in the episode name. So just go to Instagram, read the episode name. If you actually like us, type it in on Spotify. If you don't, there's plenty of people that don't. So.
Hey guys and girls, if you took the time to check us out today, make sure to check out all future episodes by following us on Instagram, where you can also find our link tree in our bio, where you'll be directed to our Spotify and YouTube page.
Oh, man, I love how amazing you just did that. That was incredible. You'll be directed right to our page. And again, this is Dicks in Your Life. Thanks for watching. You heard all of the shenanigans he was just talking about. We're on Spotify, YouTube. You can subscribe on our page. It's Dicks in Your Life. You shouldn't have to search that long. There's not too many. And it's Dicks with an X.
Also, don't misspell it on Google.
You can listen to him interrupt me with dumb anecdotes for the rest of the time. Have a good one, guys.
Peace out.
You shut the fuck up.